At 10:52, the Labour Party announced that Keir Starmer has been officially elected as the new party leader, in what has been seen as a landslide result of 56%. The new leader has been seen as clinging on to old Corbynist policies and ideals of defending socialism, as well as appointing Rebecca Long-Bailey into a shadow cabinet position. But it is widely seen that Starmer has taken a more unitary approach and position in the party, wishing to get Labour elected into government again. But for once, amid speculation to what Starmer could or could not offer as leader, here are the facts about Keir Starmer's promises. During the leadership race, Keir Starmer highlighted key policies in what he called his 10 pledges, which explains in detail his brief aims written in a candidate statement. Number 1. Economic justice. Starmer explains that he keeps to Labour's core principles, ranging from increasing income tax for the top 5% of earners to hardening down on tax avoidance, especially that of large corporations. Number 2. Social justice. On the benefits payments side of things, universal credit will be abolished. Starmer also aims to establish a balance on keeping both the NHS and GDP equal priorities. He defends the NHS and in education would like to abolish tuition fees. International justice, which includes 3 and 4 of his 10 pledges. As introduced in the last election's manifesto, Starmer is staunchly for maintaining Labour's Green New Deal, which locally enforces the prevention of pollution and internationally that action must take place. He also puts it simply that illegal wars have to end as part of his foreign policy. This would see the introduction of the Prevention of Military Intervention Act, and review into all UK arms sales to countries and governments abroad. These are, however, only 3 of his 10 pledges, the other 7 of which cover his policies on common ownership, defending migrants' rights, strengthening workers' rights and trade unions, radical devolution of power, wealth and opportunity, equality and effective opposition to the Tories. As mentioned before, the 3 key policies explained in detail are that of which briefly mentioned in this candidate statement. Keir Starmer has also kept on recent events. In a speech after he was just made leader of the party, he spoke on internal issues. He apologised for the grief of anti-Semitism caused by members in the Labour Party, and has pledged to tear out the poison by its roots, but also acknowledged that Labour's achievements amid turmoil and that restoring confidence and hope will bring back Labour into government. Also, he noted on contemporary issues, stating that Brexit must go ahead, however the government must be scrutinised of the way it delivers and handles Brexit. And he also scrutinised the government over an article he wrote in The Guardian, titled "The Chancellor's Stimulus Package Doesn't Go Nearly Far Enough in Light of the Treasury Relief for COVID-19, but also praised the workers of the NHS for coming together with people and the renewal of community. We are yet to see how Keir Starmer does as an opposition leader, but he is already putting forward plans to have talks with the Prime Minister and says that this isn't a time for political scoring and that constructive talks must go ahead.